Good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. So, listen, in the animal kingdom, and I'm talking about wild animals, in the animal kingdom, oftentimes, especially among animals that live in packs or in groups, if you had an animal that got injured or got weak or got sickly, oftentimes the others in the group or in the pack or in the pride or in whatever, they will turn on that weak one. They will turn on that injured one and will oftentimes even kill it, at the very least, drive it out. And so this is a reality in the animal kingdom. This ought not to be a reality among humans. And oftentimes, though, we find ourselves in the church. I'm thinking specifically, but even in life, is that when someone is injured spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, others take the opportunity to attack them. I've seen this, experienced this. I don't even know that the people who do it realize it, but it happens. And that's why Paul would write in Galatians 6:1. He would say, "Brethren," he says, "if a man is overtaken in any trespass, you who are spiritual, restore such a one in a spirit of gentleness, considering yourself, lest you also be tempted." So when someone is caught in a sin, or when someone is overtaken by a sin, there's really basically two things that we can. Let me just say this. Oftentimes what we see is we see people begin to attack that person. The first thing they want to do is they want to run over there, they want to confront them, they want to kick them out of the church, they want to everybody to know what has gone on with them, and they've been overtaken in this sin. And Paul says, no, that's not the way it ought to be. You ought to, in humility and in meekness, you ought to seek to restore such a one. You ought to be trying to restore one who's been caught in a sin. And the word for restore is a word that's used in a couple of different ways in the Greek language. One is to mend a net, is to take a net that's torn and broken and to mend it and to try to put it back together. The other is to set a broken bone, a bone that has been broken, and we're going to try to put it back into place and to heal. And that's the idea. We ought to be trying to mend people's hearts and mend people's spirits. We ought to be trying to help people to heal so that they can move forward and be who God wants to be, instead of trying to point their fault out to the world because it somehow makes me feel better or make me look better, instead of the attitude that just wants to attack them and get rid of them. Those are legalistic, Pharisee kind of attitudes. That's what the legalist would do. But the one who's under grace, the one who understands grace, wants to come alongside and say, you know what? I want to help you get back on track. I want to help you find your way back to God. I want to help you find your relationship with God and let it be healed and let it be mended. It doesn't excuse sin. It doesn't accommodate sin, but it says instead, you're hurt and you're broken, and I want to help you heal and help you mend. I want you to get out there in faith today. Love you guys. God bless you. Bye.